You set for the girls Class 3A state third place games from Sweetie Erickson Gymnasium on the campus of Casper College. Wyatt with you, Ashley and Avery joining us here on the NFHS Network as it's the Lady Wranglers from Pinedale going to be taking on the Lady Trailblazers from Torrington. These two teams playing for third after falling in their semifinals yesterday. Pinedale would fall to Douglas with a final of 48-26. Torrington fell to Cody 48-26 as well. How about that? Both teams falling with a final of 48-26. And I'm double checking my stat sheet to see if I had that correct. And yep, our 48-28 was the Cody Torrington final in that one. The Lady Wranglers will be seeking their second third place finish in program history under head coach Trent Bowers. And Torrington will be seeking their second third place finish as well under head coach Chris Strampy of the Torrington Trailblazers. According to these two teams, they have only met one time, and that was in 2022. Torrington would win with a final of 59-48, and it was in the postseason in the Constellation semifinals. That game would go to overtime, where Torrington would win it by one in overtime. We do have final moments coming up here in this contest. Again, the winner will be bringing home some hardware. They'll be finishing third in the Class 3A state championship tournament. This is the second to last 3A girls game. The 3A boys are going to be next. There'll be Constellation and also the third place boys game as well. The 4A boys third place game will happen here as well. Torrington will be in their home whites, maroon numbers and letters, Blazers on their jersey trimmed in silver. The Lady Wranglers will be in their road greens, orange numbering, white lettering, trimmed in orange and white as well. The starting lineups are going to look like this as we will go along with Pinedale starting lineup first here as they'll go over some announcements here in this one. The Lady Wranglers will look like this. It will be number 13, Gabrielle Rogers. She'll be followed by number 21, Alexis Wright. It is number 23, the Eastern Washington Commit. It also recently announced Wyoming Gatorade Player of the Year for basketball in Elan Bowers. It's number 31. It's May McGuire. And to round up the starting five for the Lady Wranglers, it's number 33, Erica Wilson. A really, really great Pinedale squad who's going to be graduating a group as well in this one. It's been a few seasons. They've been pretty competitive as they got 4 seniors on the squad. They'll be playing their final game for the Lady Wranglers. For Torrington, it'll look like this. It's number 0, Olivia Osmera. She'll be followed by number 4, Natalie Long. It is number 11, JC Hurley. As Natalie Long actually did not get it out to the starting lineup, so we'll fix that here in just a moment. Number 0, Olivia Osmera. Number 11, JC Hurley. It is number 21, Maddox McIntosh. It is number 22, Kennedy Reinhardt. And round up the starting five, it's number 34, Taryn Stokes. As we're looking at this right, it will be an all-senior lineup for Torrington in this final contest. That will be the case. Torrington going to have their seniors start this one in their final game here of the season in their high school careers as Pinedale will control the opening tip. We're underway here from Casper College at Sweetie Erickson Thunderbird Gymnasium. Here's a give to White on the baseline. She'll put it up for two. No good. Second chance as she will go the line. And the first points could come from the charity stripe here in this one. As we will have a foul go against McIntosh. It's Reinhardt who will pick up the foul. First personal and first team foul as well as Alexis White makes the first free throw of the contest. And we'll get one more here as the free throw is up and it's good. Alexis White goes 2 of 2 from the line and it'll be Torrington basketball for their first time here. Here's a triple here from Reinhardt on the left side. Gets it to go down. As it is going to be points for the Lady Wranglers, or no, the Lady Trailblazers, excuse me. And it's 3-2 on the scoreboard here on the NFHS Network. Stepping out of bounds is Gabrielle Rogers. She will step out, turnover number 1 for the Lady Wranglers of Pinedale. 40 seconds gone by in quarter number 1. Pinedale showing full court pressure as Osmera beats the full court pressure. Reinhardt up top to Hurley. Makes her way to the right side is McIntosh. Osmera at the top as Pinedale showing man-to-man defense in this one. Hurley, Osmera, triple from college range is going to be no good. And brought down for the rebound is courtesy of Elin Bowers. First time Elin Bowers, his name has been called in this one. Again, the Eastern Washington commit and also the Gatorade Player of the Year for girls basketball. Skip pass over to Rogers. She'll fire 3. That one going to be no good. Rebound White. Bowers, long range 2, gets it to drop. Bowers with her first points of the contest, and Pinedale is up now 4-3 on the NFHS Network. Live again from Casper College. This is the second to last 3A girls game of the tournament. The championship game will feature the Cody Phillies and the Lady Cats from Douglas. Pinedale got to face Douglas in the second round. Is driving in and being fouled is Osmera. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Something that Pinedale does get to put on their history sheet is they did beat Douglas. It is the only team to beat Douglas in this season up to this point. First free throw is good from Osmera. She'll make the first. And we'll get one more free throw here from Osmera. The score is tied up at 4 apiece. 2 lead changes, 1 tie so far. Second free throw counts. 3 lead changes and 1 tie. We haven't even played 3 minutes of basketball. Bowers now will swing over to Wilson. Now back to Bowers. Makes her way to the right side. She'll quickly fire it right in front of the right elbow, and she'll be fouled to go to the line. Foul going to be given off to Kennedy Reinhardt. She'll pick up her seconds. And quickly she will have to not come out of this one. Normally with 2 fouls in the first, you would see a substitution change. And Chris Strampy is not making a change yet. I think with the last game of the season, you never know, as both free throws, 1 or 2 trip, for Elin Bowers will be the case. 5 all here on the NFHS Network. As now there'll be a change coming up for the Lady Trailblazers. 3 is off the mark by Osmera. And last touch there by Wilson. And checking in for the Lady Trailblazers, McIntosh will check in for Reinhardt. Also in for the Lady Trailblazers is Natalie Long, who started yesterday, but Torrington started their 5 seniors. It's Stokes on the shot, no good. It's going to be Bowers with the rebound. And quickly over for the Lady Wranglers. Trying to pick up the speed as Bowers looks to go coast to coast. She'll fire a 2 off the mark. White trying to get the rebound. Osmera will come up with the board. McIntosh and off now to Osmera with 5:13 left to go in the first. Up top is Hurley, swinging out along. Long, looking, back down to Hurley, now over to McIntosh. It's right now Torrington. It's working around the perimeter. McIntosh left a little early. The pass was intended for her. As Stokes will give it off to McIntosh. She'll fire 3. Got it to go on the left corner. Both triples from the Lady Trailblazers have come from that left corner, and Torrington is now up 8-5. Get pass over to Bowers. Bowers 1 dribble, fire a 3. That one going to be good as back-to-back 3s. Here in this one, as Elin Bowers answers the Torrington 3 with a 3 of her own. We're tied at 8. 3rd tie of the contest. Torrington again was in that regional championship game against Douglas. They played all season long for Tim Hurst. They actually have the Kansas Jayhawk warm-ups to honor the late broadcaster Tim Hurst, who tragically passed away in the first part of the season. Here's a pass now to Rogers. Triple is from Wilson off the back iron. It's going to be picked up by White. Second chance here for the Lady Wranglers, and it's going to be a traveling call and turnover by Pinedale. Excuse me, as I'm trying to make sure I get the right stats here. That'll be turnover number 2. Again, Torrington, also a great story as well this season. Again, making it into that regional championship in what felt like a competitive 3A East, as they were kind of that number 2 team from the East. It made it to the regional championship, but met up with a team that's what feels like in a dynasty, and I say that because they've won their last 6 state championships and looking for number 7 tonight. And Torrington played a competitive first half, and just a little bit in the second half was off the mark. As Pinedale does miss the shot, it was picked up there by Long. Quickly now for the Lady Trailblazers, a whistle is going to be called, and free throws are coming up for the Lady Trailblazers. Going to the line will be J.C. Hurley, who will put her feet sideways, aiming towards the Pinedale bench. Her body is twisted to face the basket. Interesting free throw form there for J.C. Hurley, as she'll make the first points for her on the early morning. As we'll get one more free throw here. As checking in is Kiana Gunhammer for the Lady Trailblazers. No other substitutions have been made yet. Also in for the Lady Wranglers was Madeline Hawk, as Hurley goes 2 for 2 at the line. Bowers over the midcourt stripe, makes her way from right to left, as she'll give it off now to Wilson. Wilson skip past to Rogers, looking to hand off to Bowers with 2:48 left to go. White back to Bowers, one dribble side step to the left for 3, got it. Eli Bowers with a quick dive. She's got 9 of the 11 points Pinedale has scored. It's lead change number 4. We've not even played a full quarter of basketball here from Sweetie Erickson Gymnasium. Checking in next for the Lady Wranglers. On the next whistle will be Claire Thornoff. Early. Now to Long. She'll try baseline on the right side. Put up a shot. Can't get it to drop. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Long, though. And she gives a second chance for the Lady Trailblazers, running and getting her own rebound. 2:05 to play in the seconds. Long, hand off to McIntosh. There's the give now to Osmera. Thought about a 3. Pumped fake twice. Now gives it off to Long. Rogers matched up with her defensively, as both fans for both teams here rooting for their squads on very loud and proudly. Is out of bounds off to the missed shot. He's going to go to Pinedale. Thornoff is checking in for the Lady Wranglers as they lead 11-10. Full court pressure being shown by the Lady Trailblazers. Pinedale beats it very quickly, as Bowers will travel with it, and Bowers saying she took 2 steps, but quickly regains her focus as they set up for full court pressure. 95 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Almost taken away by the Wranglers. McIntosh for 2, got it. 3 quick passes, and McIntosh gets the score as she has 5. And with 1:20 left to go, Pinedale will skip past it over to Rogers. Drives into the paint. Shot goes from over the left tire and over the right. Rebound, Pinedale, courtesy of Madeline Hawk. And Pinedale will go 2 and done on that last possession. 12-11 Torrington lead. Osmera will fire a 3. That's going to be off the mark. Get rebound will be Alexis Reyes. She's got her 3rd rebound of the contest. Bowers goes behind the back on the right side. Skip pass it over to Rogers. Quickly over to Alexis White. She'll fire a 3. Gets that one to drop. I guess the question is how many threes will be made in this contest, because right now it stands at 5. It's a Pinedale 14-12 advantage over Torrington. 33 seconds left to go. Long to Hurley. Pinedale showing man-to-man. Here's a drive from Hurley in the paint, puts it up for 2. That shot is off the mark. Gunhammer, second chance. That one going to cause a tie-up between Pinedale and Torrington. And coming down with the rebound was Gunhammer, but she falls to the floor. And the tie-up favors the Lady Trailblazers. Gabrielle Rogers checks out. Wilson's back in. Stokes getting the inbound passes. She looks to put it up for 2. Can't get that one to drop. And rebound courtesy of Madeline Hawk, and Pinedale quickly on the other side. Here's a handoff to Bowers, left side. She'll try to attack the left baseline. Does. Kick over to Wilson, who fires a 3, but after the whistle and a foul, going to be assessed to Torrington. Torrington foul going to go, I believe, on McIntosh. That is the case. She'll pick up her first and the team's third of the quarter. Wilson, quick catch and shoot 3, will bounce off the right iron. Swatted away out of bounds, courtesy of J.C. Hurley. Pinedale shooting 36% from the field. And Torrington 3 of 13. Shot at the buzzer, no good. And after 1 quarter of play, we have gone back and forth. 6 lead changes and 3 ties already in the first quarter. Pinedale 14, Torrington 12. Second quarter's next on the NFHS Network.
Our number one priority is protecting our players. That's why we're writing new rules for the sport and developing innovative educational tools that protect our athletes. This is player protection. This is high school football.
Second quarter action about to get underway here as the Torrington band bringing us back on the NFHS Network. 6 lead changes, 3 ties have occurred already in this ball game. We've only played 8 minutes of basketball. Pinedale leading this one 14-12 over the Lady Trailblazers of Torrington. Wyatt Bridgette with you. It is Ashlyn and Avery behind the scenes work here on the NFHS Network as Pinedale will start with the basketball here in the second quarter. Going from right to left as Torrington shows man-to-man. There's a give to White on the right side. Loses the basketball, taken away. He'll be turnover number 3 for the Lady Wranglers, and Hurley will slow it down. Hurley over to Osmera, left side, as starting in this second quarter will be Natalie Long, Reinhardt, Stokes, Osmera, and Hurley. Bump fake from Stokes, gives it off to Reinhardt. Reinhardt was looking for Long, stolen away from Bowers. Bowers quickly over to Hawk. Madeline Hawk will get the layup to go in, and the first bucket is courtesy of Pinedale. They're up by 4. 16-12. That's the biggest lead is at 4, which is now the case. Out of bounds. Possession will stay with Torrington. Torrington will also have the arrow. Inbound will go to Long. Matched up there by Bowers. Backed out to Osmera, gives it to Reinhardt inside. And back to Osmera, she'll fire 3 as that was a low arcing 3. 5 for the rebound, Stokes, she'll put it up but take it away from Bowers. Bowers quickly going all the way and she'll be fouled, and 2 free throws are coming up. Foul going to go against Torrington. It'll be their first team foul of the quarter as Osmera will pick up foul number 1 of the quarter. Elin Bowers going to go to the line and shoot 2 as she already has 9 points on the contest. First free throw is in and out. Get one more free throw here from Elin Bowers with 6:59 left to play in the second quarter. Bowers goes 1 of 2. Pinedale goes up by 5 now with under 7 to play. 17-12. The score here from Casper College. Long pass was overthrown, intended for Natalie Long. That'll be a turnover on Torrington. And that'll be turnover number 3 unofficially in this contest with 6:48 left to go. Bowers over the midcourt stripe. Will get it off intended for White. White picks it up, give it back to Bowers. Bowers back to White. White looking for Bowers on the cut. It's going to be a turnover on the Lady Wranglers. And picking it up is Long. Quickly trying to push the pace as numbers don't favor them, and they'll slow it down now. Reinhardt to Hurley. Torrington looking for their first bucket of the quarter as Hurley will take the left side. Goes all the way. Shot hits the rubber. Rebounded by Charlotte Hawk. Wilson with a zip pass intended for Madeline Hawk will turn it over. And Pinedale will turn over number 5. Torrington basketball as they go over the midcourt stripe. Hurley asking for a screen. Osmera sets in, gets it around there. Feed inside to Stokes. Stokes' shot is deflected by Charlotte Hawk. As we go right back to Pinedale. Madeline's Hawk shot is deflected by Osmera. And a fight for the basketball will cause a traveling call on Pinedale. And Torrington will get the basketball back after the turnover. Well, that's a tie-up, but official calls for the traveling and a whistle and a timeout taken by Torrington. Quick 30 will take one as well with 5:43 left to go. It's Pinedale 17, Torrington 12. We're back after this on the NFHS Network.
With great brands at the best prices at Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun. More of this and this, and more of this and this. So you can do more of that, and that, and that, and definitely some of that. While getting together for more of that, and that. Yes! Have more fun with great brands at the best prices, only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
.543 left to go in quarter number 2. Pinedale 17, Torrington 12. As the Lady Wranglers, 3 points scored in the second quarter so far, but Torrington has been held scoreless. We've played over 2 minutes in the second quarter. Pinedale 17, Torrington 12. In the Class 3A girls third place game here at Casper College. Torrington basketball after the timeout. They're down to 4 as Stokes looking. Gives it off down to Long. Long is on the left side, now makes her way towards the middle. Bowers is matched up with her defensively. Long goes in, floater in the paint, in and out of the bucket. That's going to be rebounded by White. Quickly, Pinedale transitions offensively. Here's a give to Madeline Hawk. She'll go from right to left, pick up her dribble. Give it off now to Wilson. Wilson will reset. Swinging over to Madeline Hawk. Hawk looks for Wilson. Wilson going to try to drive into the paint. Kick out top to Hawk. She'll fire 3. Got it. Madeline Hawk with the score. She's got 5. It's all in the second quarter. It's not like she's got more, just the amount of time she's played in this one. Definitely the most minutes she's gotten at the state tournament. Long, she'll try to answer with a 3. Did it. Natalie Long with the triple. Torrington breaks that goose egg in the second quarter, and they're down by 5. It's 20-15 here on the NFHS Network. Back and forth contest here, as we still are at 6 lead changes and 3 ties so far. Bowers, she'll try to answer with a 3 of her own. Does. 9 points in the span of 45 seconds. Can Torrington go back-to-back again? Pinedale has outscored Torrington 9-3. Hurley faces the bucket, matched up there by Bowers. Now defense will switch. Hurley, can she get another 3 to go? That time will stop the 3 made 3s in a row. And coming up with the basketball is Bowers. Bowers, mid-range, got it to go, and she will go to the line. Elin Bowers will get the bucket to go. She will go to the line and make it a three-point play as the foul from J.C. Hurley will be called. 3:43 left to go. Bowers to make it a three-point play. She will. Pinedale has outscored Torrington 12-3 in the second quarter. Here's a give to Reinhardt underneath. She'll be fouled. And we'll go back-to-back trips to the charity stripe for both squads. Foul going to be assessed to Pinedale. Alexis White. She'll pick up her first. And the team's first of the quarter. Reinhardt, first free throw is off the mark. Final free throw coming up here for Kennedy Reinhardt. And as a shot is up, and it's good. 26-16. Pinedale advantage with 3:32 left to go as we have substitution. Wilson will check out. Gabrielle Rogers will check in. No changes for Torrington in their lineup. McIntosh, though, is back in for Osmera. Rogers over to Hawk. She'll look to give it off to White. Rogers saves the possession. Rogers looking to go all the way off the glass on the left side and lays it in. Gabrielle Rogers with her first score. It's Pinedale 28, Torrington 16. Hurley to McIntosh. She'll underhand give it up down to Hurley. 3 minutes to go in the second. Hurley will back her way over now to Reinhardt. Reinhardt's looking to feed it in to Stokes. Can't do so as two Lady Wranglers close in. Hurley falls to the floor. And Hurley is going to be slow to get up with 2:46 left to go in this one. We'll see if Hurley's able to get up. We'll step aside. 2:46 left to go. We'll be back after this right here on the NFHS Network. .246 left to go. It is Pinedale 28, Torrington 16. As Hurley was able to get up under her own power and make her way to the Torrington bench. It was a timeout taken by Torrington and a full timeout as well. Pinedale has outscored Torrington 14-4 in the second quarter. A full timeout was issued again. We'll see if Hurley is all right as she comes back onto the court. As Hurley will not. She'll look at the shoot and make sure everything is all right. And you hopefully hope that she will come into this game, especially since this is her final game in high school basketball as a Torrington Lady Trailblazer. 2:46 left to go. It was a timeout by Torrington, and it will be their basketball with 2:43 left to go. Long slips on the floor, regains control of the basketball. She'll give it off to Stokes for two. Got it. Darren Stokes with her first points of the contest. Lead is down to 10. 28-18. Pinedale has just been able to shoot it from three. That's what the lead was, ballooned up to 10 quickly. Bauer, she'll try another three. No good. Rebound was going to be Gabrielle Rogers, but she steps out of bounds. The first missed shot for Pinedale as well. So shooting 53%, Torrington at 25%. All stats are unofficial until we get them at halftime. Courtesy of all the folks who make this tournament run smooth as much as possible. McIntosh will have an offensive foul. Looked like she used her arm a little more than intended. She's trying to rip it away from Gabrielle Rogers as she takes the contact. 1:58 left to go. First half action here in the third place game at the Wyoming High School Girls Class 3A State Tournament. Rogers triple from the right, off, and rebounded, brought down by Reinhardt, but she will be fouled. There'll be a foul on Reinhardt. It'll be her first personal. Actually, it's not going to be Reinhardt who gets the foul. It's actually, I apologize, Maria Rogers who picks up the foul. Got the players mixed up in the jerseys as well. Don't know how when they have two completely different color combos. Sometimes that just gets in the way of broadcasters. Under 90 seconds left to go. Stokes will pick up the basketball, swing it over now to Long at the top. 28-18. Long looking, continues, gives it off down to Hurley. As Hurley checks back in, that's good news for the Lady Trailblazers. Sold away from Pinedale. Here's a give now. Bowers, right side all the way. Shot will be deflected. And out of bounds, or no, foul, excuse me, going to be called on the Torrington Lady Trailblazers. Going to the line will be Elin Bowers. Foul is going to be assessed to Natalie Long. As Bowers will make the first. Bowers with 17 points in the first half. We get one more free throw here. It's checking out for the Lady Wranglers as Charlotte Hawk in to this contest. For Lady Wranglers is Madeline Hawk. Second free throw is good. As Bowers makes two of, or no, she will miss the first to make the second. I apologize. Three from Reinhardt, got it to go. Reinhardt, they did give the bucket with 46 seconds left to go. I don't know what is going on with my score sheet tonight. It just took a while as look down at your stat sheet and things go quickly here. Either way, we're back to the action here with 36 seconds left to go. Pinedale will turn it over. And Torrington has a chance to cut it to within 6. Long is at the top, gives it off for Stokes, but poked away there by Madeline Hawk. There's a give to Stokes after the steal from Torrington. Reinhardt, second chance. That one's going to go underneath the basket. And a fight for the basketball will be last touched by Reinhardt. And after a scramble for the basketball, it will be Pinedale who comes up with it. 12.1 seconds left to go. Pinedale going to hold for the final shots. Bowers makes her way to the right side. Asking for a screen. She'll get it as Long falls to the floor. Bowers with no time on the clock. Got it at the buzzer. As Elin Bowers will finish the half with 21 points. And has 21 of the 33 for Pinedale. Torrington, though, still keeping it in a fight right now as they put 9 in the second quarter, led by Kennedy Reinhardt. We'll step aside. We'll get some first half stats here in just a little bit here on the NFHS Network.
Yes, then.
To 12 in the first, 19-9 in the second. Biggest lead is at 12 points when Pinedale led 28-16. 6 lead changes, 3 ties so far in the contest. The Lady Trailblazers shooting 6 of 21 from the field at 29%, 50% from the line, and 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. For Pinedale, they have shot 10 of 21 from the field at 47%, 60% from three-point land at 6 of 10, and 77% from the line. That is your team numbers, turnovers, and rebounds Turnovers are tied at 7 apiece at 7. Rebounds, Pinedale with the advantage at 14-12. Ely Bowers leads all scoring. Yeah, leads scoring for the Lady Wranglers with 21. You got Thornoff and White with 5 apiece. Gabrielle Rogers with 2. That is your 33 for Pinedale. For Torrington, it's led by Kennedy Reinhardt with 7 points. McIntosh has 5. Darren Stokes with 2. Olivia Osmera with 2. Natalie Long with 3. And JC Hurley with 2. That is your scoring in the first half as we get set for second half action here from Casper College. Wyatt Bridgeka with you. Ashlyn and Avery behind the scenes. We did all work on the NFHS Network. Appreciate you tuning in wherever you're watching this broadcast from. It's Torrington will now go from right to left in their home whites. Pinedale from left to right. Or Torrington right to left, Pinedale left to right. As Pinedale will be in the road greens. 33-21, the final 16 minutes left of their seasons is coming up here in just a moment. Coach Trent Bowers getting his lads' words in. Coach Chris Strampy for Torrington getting his lads' words in with his squad. And it'll be the same starting 5 for both teams in the final half of basketball for Pinedale and Torrington. 8 minutes on the clock. We are underway as McIntosh will trigger it in to JC Hurley. First chance now for Torrington in this second half. Again, we had 6 lead changes and 3 ties. That all came in the first quarter of this contest. Stokes in the paint, kick out to Osmera. Bounce pass it off down to Reinhardt. Left, right side outside. Osmera to Reinhardt. 3 from the right corner is going to be left short. It's picked up by Gabrielle Rogers. Rogers quickly to Bowers. She'll give it off to Wilson. Wilson takes her away from right to left. Jump stop over to Rogers. Rogers attacking the left baseline. And it's going to be a traveling call. Pinedale. And they will turn it over for the 8th time. These wrong stats. They were both had 7 turnovers apiece in the first half. 7:20 left to go in the third quarter here. Back to Hurley, gives it off to Stokes in the paint. Bounce pass it off to McIntosh. Triple from the left side. Will bounce off the back iron. Trying to be safe there from JC Hurley. And Torrington will go 1 and done offensively. They've taken both their shots from three-point land. And have not been able to get them to convert. Rogers quickly over. Will swing it to White. White on the left side will go all the way off the glass. In the box and in. Alexis White with her 7th point of the day. As it's 11-18 here from Casper College. Hurley, right side drive over to Reinhardt. Now to Osmeyer. McIntosh. Looking to feed it inside of Stokes as a bounce off the foot of Wilson. And it'll stay with Torrington. 6:36 left to go in the third. Inbound is going to go to Stokes. She'll give it off down to McIntosh. She'll go for the same 3, same spot, same result as Ely Bowers picks up the basketball. Bowers now left side trying to attack as that shot is going to be left short from Bowers, but putting it up is Alexis White. As Alexis White has 9 in the contest. 37-21, Pinedale now has ballooned their lead up to 6. Hurley on the right side slips. Fight for the basketball is on the floor. It's going to be picked up by McIntosh, who gives it to Stokes, and a foul going to be called against Pinedale. Well, it should be on Alexis White. That is the case. That'll be her. Well, they actually give this to, I apologize, May McGuire. Looked like it was Alexis White. His first free throw from Stokes is going to drop in. Natalie Long will check in for Reinhardt. That was the first team foul for Pinedale as well. Stokes to go 2 of 2 as it will not drop this time in. It will drop out. And rebound is courtesy of Rogers. Quickly pushing the pace for the Lady Wranglers. Looks to go coast to coast. She does with a layup. Right now, Pinedale has definitely controlled the second quarter, and now they're starting it off hot in the third quarter, outscoring Torrington 6-1. Early will make her way to the left side. We'll look to give it off to McIntosh. McIntosh will lose the basketball. It'll stay with Torrington with 5:30 left to play in the third. Osmera will check out. Reinhardt will check back in for the Lady Trailblazers. Looks like Osmera will have her hand addressed, and it's going to be a foul assessed to the Lady Wranglers. Foul will go against. Trying to see who it is. No, they give it to Torrington's Kennedy Reinhardt. The official pointed in the direction like it was Torrington basketball. But the foul is actually given off to Torrington. Wilson, floater in the paint, gets it to go. Erica Wilson with her first points. And Pinedale is up by 19. Early is at the top now. Matched up there by Wilson. She'll look to give it off to McIntosh. McIntosh on the attack on the baseline. It's going to be a blocking foul called on Pinedale. And it'll be Alexis White picking up the foul. Second personal, second team foul of the quarter with 4:58 left to go. Stokes quickly, McIntosh bounce pass it off to Hurley. Thought about a three. Now she'll fire a three. Looking to open the bank. She does. It is J.C. Hurley for three. Lead is down to 16. Quickly is Rogers. She'll fire a mid-range jumper. It'll drop. Gabrielle Rogers with 6. Rating baskets right now for the Lady Trailblazers and Lady Wranglers. Hurley will make her way to the right side, matched up there by Rogers. Now to Reinhardt, hand off is to Long. Long will pick it up, swing it over to Hurley, right side. Thought about a three again, not going to take it with Rogers guarding her as Hurley will be fouled. Let's see who they give this foul off to. There we go. Rogers will pick up foul number 2. It'll be the 13th foul on Pinedale. Torrington with just 1. And now we'll go to Reinhardt, right side. Swing it over to McIntosh. McIntosh looks, bounce pass it for Stokes. She gets it back after a defensive effort there from McGuire. Long loses it back to Hurley on the left side. Hurley is matched up there by Wilson. She'll back her way over now to Long. Long to Stokes, faces the bucket, loses the basketball, and 2 officials will blow the whistle for the exact same call. And a foul going to be assessed to the Lady Wranglers. Only their 4th team foul of the quarter, just like that. And picking up the foul is Erica Wilson. Inbound, buckets. Going to be good for Torrington as Stokes will get the basket to score. 3:30 to go in the third. Wilson will hand it off now to White, who will fire a 3. Can't get the 3 to go, and rebounded is courtesy of J.C. Hurley. That, again, I feel like has not been the first miss, but that was the first miss of the quarter for Pinedale. Quickly now is Torrington. McIntosh's shot is off the mark. It's going to be rebounded and picked up by Bowers. Bowers looking for a first score of the quarter here is a 3 from Wilson. Is off the mark. It's Hurley with the rebound. Hurley will be fouled. Timeout taken by Pinedale. It is going to be a full timeout, but foul going to be assessed to Mae McGuire first. And we will step aside on the NFHS Network with 2:53 left to go. It's Pinedale 43, Torrington 7. We're back on the NFHS Network. 2:53 left to play in the third. Pinedale 43, Torrington 6 as the Lady Wranglers have outscored Torrington 10-6 in the third quarter of action here from Sweetie Erickson Gymnasium on the campus of Casper College. So the foul on Gabrielle Rogers will send Torrington to the free throw line. And going to the line will be J.C. Hurley at the charity stripe. Already has made 2 of 2, making 3 of 3 now as Torrington has shot 78% on the day. They've only taken 9 attempts, have made 7. Second free throw for Hurley, looking to go a perfect 2 of 2. Second free throw is off the mark, is rebounded there, courtesy of Madeline Hawk. Bowers skip pass over to White. White will hand it off to Bowers with 2:44 left to go. Bowers gives it off to White. White was looking for Bowers, and Long will rip it away. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow will favor the Lady Wranglers with 2:39 left to go. 2:39 it is. Pinedale 43, Torrington 28, 15-point advantage for the Lady Wranglers. Winner going to take home some hardware, finishing third in the Class 3A Girls State Tournaments. Wilson will swing it over now to Rogers, now to Bowers, as she'll be fouled. They're going to get J.C. Hurley for the foul. That'll be her second. Team's second of the quarter. Rogers to inbound, gets it to Bowers. She'll fire a 2 off the back iron. White will clean it up. She'll get the bucket to go. It's an and one opportunity for Alexis White. Pinedale just can't seem to have anything go wrong for them in the last 2 quarters. As the free throw and one is going to be good. Alexis White with 12 points on the day. Quickly as long to the right side with 2:07 to play in the third quarter. Reinhardt trying to catch it with one hand, loses the basketball and out of bounds, and possession will go back to Pinedale with 2:03 to play. Torrington showing the full court pressure. Pinedale, though, trying to quickly beat it. Rogers go back to Wilson. Wilson now trying to get around Long as she does cross the midcourt stripe back to Rogers. Rogers swinging it now to Wilson. As Wilson will take it to the top. 1:43 left to play here in the third. Right now, Pinedale does not have a foul to give. Torrington, though, has one more left in the quarter. Bowers to Wilson, loses the basketball, swatted down from Reinhardt, but quickly picked up there from Pinedale. Bowers will get the screen there from Hawk. Bowers will give it off to Wilson, now to Rogers. Baseline drive, was looking for White, and a timeout is saved. The possession by Coach Trey Bowers. What a call there before the turnover and kick violation going to be called. 77 seconds left to go in the third. It is Pinedale 46, Torrington 28. We're back on the NFHS Network.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck yes, that'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yeah.
Timeout taken by Pinedale. They're both down to 3 timeouts with 77 seconds left to go. It almost was a turnover for Pinedale, but just as the pass was going off, Coach Trent Bauer called a timeout, saving the possession for the Lady Wranglers. 46-28, 18-point lead for the Lady Wranglers after the timeout. Rogers getting the inbound, swing it to Bauer. She'll fire a triple and gets it to go in. Ely Bowers with her first score of the quarter. She's got 24 in the game so far. 60 seconds left to go in the third. Hurley to Stokes, hand back to Hurley, as Hurley will be called for a double dribble, and Torrington will have turnover number 8. Checking in for the Lady Wranglers, Claire Thornoff. And also in is Charlotte Hawk. And down to White. Hand off quickly to Bowers as she does get it over the midcourt line with 48 seconds left to go. Bowers, right side outside. We'll give it off now to Rogers. Rogers with the give now to Hawk. Back to Bowers. Rogers now with 30 seconds left to go. Pinedale can hold for the foul shot if they elect to, as Bowers had that nice step back opportunity, but didn't take the shots. 22 seconds left to go in the third. Bowers will be getting some contact. The foul going to be called on Torrington. They're going to get this foul off to J.C. Hurley, who will pick up her third. Kiana Gunhammer and Maddox McIntosh in for the Lady Trailblazers. Quickly, Bowers, three from the left side is going to be no good. Right there underneath is Charlotte Hawk, and she'll be fouled with 14 ticks on the clock. That's going to send Charlotte Hawk to the line, looking for her first points of the day. And foul going to be given off to Olivia Osmera. First free throw for Hawk will go in. Pinedale has outscored Torrington 17-7 in the third. Bowers will check out. Also checking out is Alexis White. Into the contest is McGuire. And also in is Thornoff. 12 seconds left to go as Torrington will look to hold for the final shot here. 6 seconds left to go. Hurley goes to the middle, looks for the put up the shot for two, no good. Wilson rebound with 1 second left to go. She fires the shot, but it's going to be left short after 3 quarters of play. We are going to go to the fourth. Pinedale 51, Torrington 28. The final 8 minutes of their seasons are coming up next here on the NFHS Network.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously. Yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Final 8 minutes of the season for Torrington and Pinedale are next here on the NFHS Network. 51-28 is your score. 3 timeouts each and 4 fouls to give. Wyatt with you here on the NFHS Network. Also, big thanks to who is making this broadcast possible behind the scenes in Ashland. As the final 8 minutes are here, Torrington has a basketball to start. They were outscored 18-7 in that third quarter. This winner will be finishing third. Losers will not be able to bring home any hardware, but to be able to celebrate a season they had. Osmera will fall the basketball and slide. Foul going to be given to Pinedale, and that will be their first team foul of the quarter. Now going to be assessed. If they ever give it to them, will be Elin Bowers, and it'll be Torrington who will go the line on the and one bucket for J.C. Hurley. Now we'll go on Claire Thornoff. She'll pick up her first, team second. Yeah, one opportunity is good. Torrington cuts it down to within 20. Bowers over the midcourt line now. Matched up there by Hurley as Torrington runs man-to-man. Looks for Wilson on the cut. Does and gets the bucket to go. Erica Wilson with the first points for Pinedale in this quarter. They're up by 22 as they have held the lead after lead change number 6. They have not relinquished it since. Early on the drive, kick out McIntosh, 3 from the left corner, got it to go. Torrington on a quick 5-6 score start in this fourth quarter. 6-2, the advantage in Torrington's favor. Bowers now makes her way to the right side. Now give it off to Wilson. Wilson from left to right in the paint. Give it up now to Charlotte Hawk. Charlotte Hawk in the paint, ripped away there from Stokes. Turnover from Pinedale. 53-34 now. Torrington trying to make some kind of comeback here in Casper. McIntosh trying to make it 2 in a row. Will miss it underneath buckets. It'll be out of bounds. Both teams were shooting perfect until that moment. 90 seconds gone by in the fourth. Thordoff will double dribble with it. Turnover on Pinedale as Gabrielle Rogers will check in. 6:26 left to play. Winner going to be taking home the third place trophy here in Casper. Stokes on the ball movement from Torrington. Will lay it in, and Torrington is on an 8-2 start in the fourth quarter. Bowers trying to push the pace, stole it away there. Now we got a tie-up for the basketball. It's going to be a jump ball as Wilson gets in there for the tie-up. Possession arrow will favor Pinedale. Rogers inbound to Bowers. With 6:09 left to play. Bowers high pass over to Rogers. Rogers going to attack the left side. Was looking for Hawk, taken away by Long. Pinedale with 3 back-to-back turnovers in this fourth quarter so far. 5:50 left to play. Drive in from Long, puts up the shot. A blocking foul going to be called on Pinedale, and free throws coming up for the Lady Trailblazers. Now they're Long going to go to the line. They'll give the foul off to McGuire, who picks up her 4th. Here, 4th personal, 3rd team foul of the quarter. First free throw is good. We'll get one more free throw here as long as the amount of points that's on her jersey at 4. Second free throw for Long is no good. 5 for the rebound will be Hurley picking it up. McIntosh to Osmera. Osmera on the right side, goes to the baseline, will lose the basketball. It'll be a turnover. Chris Shrimpy not frustrated about that one. Just one of those moments when you try to go hard on the drive and just lose control of the basketball. Torrington showing the full court pressure. Bowers will beat the press, going all the way off the glass and lays it in. Bowers with 26. It's back to an 18-point lead. Bowers has only scored 5 in the second half. She had 21 in the first. McIntosh to Hurley. Left side outside. Now we'll back it up, make her way from left to right. Trying to drive on the right side, slashes the defense, lays it off the glass and around the iron. It doesn't fall in. Everybody was waiting for that one to drop, but it will stay out. It's in 2 free throws coming up for J.C. Hurley. Bowers will pick up foul number 2. Hurley at the line. She has gone 4 of 5 today. Torrington is shooting now 10 of 14 from the line. With 5:10 left to go. At the line, Hurley, second one is good. Timeout taken by Torrington with 5:10 left to go. It is going to be Pinedale 55, Torrington 39. We're back after this on the NFHS Network.
This is heart. This is pride. This is community. This is high school football.
Torrington High School band getting us back into this one, fourth quarter with 5:10 left to play. Pinedale 55, Torrington 39. Right now, Torrington has flipped the script from the last two quarters. They've outscored Pinedale 11-4 in the fourth quarter. Timeout taken by Torrington. They're down to 2. Plenty of basketball left to be played here, as anything can happen here in Casper, especially on the final day of the season. Rogers will swing it to Bowers at the top as it's Pinedale basketball. Looks for the give inside to White. White in the paint, give it off down to Hawk. Swing it over now to Bowers. On the right corner, skip pass to Rogers. She'll fire a deep 3, gets it to go in. Gabrielle Rogers with 9. Lead is back up to 19. Torrington's getting the scoring lead in this fourth quarter. Pinedale's just been able to respond of all the shots they've made. Aspera, she'll try to answer with 3 of her own. Clanks off the back, rebound, quickly hustled down by J.C. Hurley. Torrington with a second chance with 4:18 to play. Long is at the top, swinging over now to Hurley, right side outside. Now give it up down to Aspera. Aspera over now to Long. Is Torrington take some time on this possession. McIntosh on the left corner. Give it off to Stokes. Kick out quickly to Hurley. Hurley will back it up. Swing it to Long. Long on the left side. Drives in. McIntosh. Triple from the left. Got it. McIntosh with 6 in the corner. She's got 11 in this contest. It's back down to 16. 58-42. Wilson on the right side now, feeds it to White as McIntosh will strip it away, but it'll be last touch by McIntosh. It'll stay with Pinedale. 3:34 left to go. Third place is on the line. Taking Home Hardware is also on the line. They've already had one trophy from 3A being given out, courtesy of the Lady Bison defeating Wheatland earlier here in this one. White to Wilson. Pinedale just working around the perimeter right now as it's Madeline Hawk with the basketball. Now, once again, working around the perimeter. They went from left to right. Now going from right to left. You're going to whistle and a foul on Torrington, as Aspera will pick up the foul. Pinedale just letting the clock run down. It's on their side as Aspera picks up foul number 4. Inbound will go to Bowers. She's over the midcourt stripe. Swinging on to Wilson. Wilson to White. Back to Rogers. Now to Bowers. Bowers was, I think, looking for White, but Rogers picks it up. Saving it for Pinedale. Right now, Pinedale is letting this clock run down as much as possible. Torrington has 3 fouls to give. Rogers 3. She's got back-to-back 3s. Rogers with 12. And Pinedale just answering what Torrington's been able to do in this fourth quarter in the late stages. 2:26 left to play. Reinhardt will get set to check in on the next whistle here. Out of bounds. Pinedale basketball as Reinhardt will check in for Torrington. Aspera will check out as the Torrington faithful giving them an ovation. Pinedale also working on clearing their benches as Elin Bowers will be fouled. In for the Lady Wranglers, number 50, Haven Whitley is in. That was the second foul that Torrington was able to give. They now have 2 left to give. 2:13 left to go in the third. That'll be another foul assessed to Natalie Long. The foul before was McIntosh. Just trying to preserve as much time as possible. East Torrington. Rogers will get the inbound. Long matches up with her defensively, going man-to-man, as Long will pick up foul number 3. That was the last foul Torrington can give, and with 2:08 left to go, Pinedale trying to hold on and take home hardware. They'll finish third if they hold on for the second straight season. Rogers will have it. Swing it over now to Whitley. Goes on the baseline. Almost ripped away by McIntosh. Is ripped away. And it's going to be a traveling call. But a timeout, I think, is being assessed first to Torrington before the foul was or before the traveling was called. That is the case. 1:56 left to go. We'll step aside. Pinedale 61, Torrington 42. Back on the NFHS Network.
Hi, I'm Carson Garcia from Upton High School.
And I'm Hanjo Koonsman from Little Snake River High School.
One of the founding components of the 307 way is zero tolerance for poor sportsmanship.
It is important to show sportsmanship since you not only represent the name on the back of your jersey, but also the name on the front, as well as your entire community.
To follow this, you must respect those around you and hold yourself to the highest standard.
Help us make the 307 way a reality.
1:56 left to play. Torrington basketball after the timeout taken by Torrington, saving themselves the basketball as McIntosh was about to roll over for a traveling call. And Coach Trampy calls it in the last moments before that could happen. Torrington down by 19 with 1:43 left to play. Pinedale still keeping their starters out, as well as Torrington. McIntosh will once again roll to keep the basketball, but it'll be a turnover on Torrington. Osmera will check back in. Reinhardt will check out with 1:36 left to go. Coach Trampy letting everybody stay out there. Going again, the season will be coming to a close. 90 seconds left to go. Pinedale is going to finish as the third place team, defeating Torrington here today. As 3A has now decided 2 trophy presenters to give it to. Buffalo won the consolation earlier, 44-39. And Pinedale with 71 seconds will hold on here. We'll get a whistle and a foul called on Torrington. Number 4 on McIntosh. Pinedale slowly clearing their benches as well. Bowers at the line. She will make the first. She has currently got 27 in the contest. Torrington going to graduate 5 seniors. Olivia Osmera, JC Hurley, Maddox McIntosh. Making sure I get everybody else here. Terrence Stokes. And the other one is JC Hurley, as Bowers does go 2 for 2 at the line. Pinedale also going to be graduating a great class here. They'll be graduating Gabrielle Rogers, Elin Bowers, Madeline Hawk, and Mae McGuire are the 4 seniors for Pinedale this season. Hurley, right side, gives it off to Osmera. As Pinedale continuing to clear their benches out as Hurley in the paint, looks, gives the shot off. She'll be fouled with 40 seconds left to go in the 4th. Foul going to be assessed to Pinedale, and that will put Torrington in the bonus from here on out. Foul will go on Madeline Hawk. She'll pick up her first. First free throw for Hurley. He is going to be up, and it goes in. Checking in for Pinedale is Tiana White. Checking out of the contest as well for Pinedale, who quickly checked in, was in Overdorf. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Second free throw is good for JC Hurley. Final 40 seconds left to go. Full court pressure by the Lady Trailblazers as Bowers will get it over the timeline, and they can really just let the clock run down here with 30 seconds left to go. Foul going to be on Natalie Long, and she'll pick up foul number, I believe this will be number 4. As the case, I'll send Elin Bowers to the line And Coach Bowers will clear the bench. Let Pinedale have their moment here. First free throw from Bowers is good. So 4 will check in. Erica Wilson also have in the contest Claire Thornoff. As Bowers will shoot the second, gets it to go, and checking in will be Dalton Armadoff. And the Pinedale Lady Wranglers can have their moments. They will come out as the third place team, winning this one 65-44, unless Torrington gets a last second score here, as Torrington keeping everybody out there on the courts. There's a 3 from Osmera, no good, ripped away from Wilson. And you're gonna get a tie-up favoring Torrington with 10.2 seconds left to go. McIntosh, long inbound to Stokes, gives it back to McIntosh. Now it's Hurley. Trying to get a desperation shot for 2, no good. And with 3 seconds left to go, that is going to do it. Your final is Pinedale 65, Torrington 44. We'll quickly wrap things up here. Scoring led by Eli Bowers. She'd finished with 30 on the night. Or the morning, excuse me. Gabrielle Rogers, Alexis White with 12 apiece. Erica Wilson with 4, and Madeline Hawk with 5. For Torrington, it was led by J.C. Hurley. She would finish with 13 points. Max McIntosh with 11. Kennedy Reinhardt with 7. Taryn Stokes with 7. Olivia Osmero with 2. And Natalie Long with 4. That's going to do it. Pinedale finishes as third in the Class 3A Girls State Championship Tournament here in Casper. That's going to do it for us here on the NFHS Network. Coming up next is the boys trophy games here in the Constellation Championship. It will feature Buffalo and Douglas in third place after that. Scott Fuller will have the call for you here on the NFHS Network.